Flosstube. It's Sarah, our Stitching Kingdom. I am here on this Thursday, April 18th, 2019. Hope you guys are having a great week. It's been crazy here. We've still been playing catch up from 2 weeks ago when we were gone in to spring fling in Oregon, but that just happens, you know. It's the whole you need a vacation from your vacation type of deal. So welcome back if you are one of my old friends, and welcome if you are a new subscriber. Happy to have you here. I talk a lot about magical stitches. That's like my life, and then talk about my kids' life, you know, the life of my family, because they're my life too. So welcome. Hope you have a great visit, and we'll just get into it. Last week in Magical Stitches, our homework assignment was to do 500 stitches on two friends competing for our attention, because poor Harry was caught in the middle of Hermione and Ron, because Ron and Hermione were having a fight because Crookshanks supposedly killed Hermione's cat Crookshanks supposedly killed Scabbers, Ron's rat, who we all know is really not Scabbers, but I won't spoil it for those who do not know. And so I stitched my 500 stitches on Alice, and I showed that last week, but I can show her again. I've moved the Q-snaps, so actually I won't show her yet. We'll wait till a little bit later. And then my other friend that was competing for my attention, I really wanted to do some more on Mr. Peacock. And this is the Linen and Threads Mystery Cell. Oops, that's the wrong one. Trying to find the picture for April, which I'm very, very behind on, but it's all good. It's fine. Where's my April photo? Thought I was prepared. Oh, there it is, right in front of my face. So this is what it looks like. So January was the peacock, February was all the frames, March was this little motif up here, and April is this motif right here. And you choose your colors, choose your fabric, whatever you want to do. There's on the group, there's a lot of amazing stitchers. So I chose, mine is in a Silks for You that I ordered off of Etsy. It's PR, it's a Hank, and it is PR094, and this is what I have so far. And this is the nice thing, is this is a free pattern, so it's only going to cost you materials, and if you have materials, it's not even going to cost you that. So that's how far I am on Mr. Peacock. I've gotten all of these crown feathers done, and then so I'm just working my way this way, and then I'm going to work my way that way. So he's fun. I like him. He's got some good stuff. And that's just on like a 32 count. It's a MCG Textiles in Oyster. I think it's 32 count. And it's in my bag from Delicious Threads. It's my Quidditch bag. Well, Jen at Delicious Threads makes them, and they're really, really nice. She's got ones like this, and then she's also got vinyl front ones. So, oh, sorry, itchy eye. Gotta love allergies. So, finished him off on Saturday and just kind of stitched what I wanted. While I was just waiting for the next thing, also playing catch up with all the Flosstube and spending time with my family, and it was just a little bit of crazy, but that's okay, because if life's not crazy, then I don't know what is. Sunday we got our homework for Magical Stitches, and we are visiting Hogsmeade this week, and we had a couple different options. We could, and we had to explain kind of why we visited the shops we visited, and some people chose to visit one shop, some people chose to visit all 10, excuse me, and some people chose to stay at the castle, but you could not use the excuse of your permission slip was not signed. So the option I chose was to do one shop with 1,000 stitches, and I chose to work on Alice. And so this is what she's in my Wendy, my Bags by Wendy bag.
I have my working copy in here as well as the original because I did not want to damage the original at all because it is not my pattern. It is being loaned to me by a very amazing friend. But this is what she's gonna look like. And I've finished, as of yesterday, I finished over here with these keys right here and this door. And so the next part I'm gonna finish is this part right there. And then I just have these, well, Alice, and then this whole side to finish, and I will be done. So, and this is where I am. And I've actually started using her for Magical Stitches Extra Credit, which is 7 books. So, and Alice in Wonderland is a book. So I'm going to get 1,000 stitches on this one as well. So very excited about the cute little dormouse right there and his little door and the different keys. And then there's going to be more smoke. I love this, how it turned out, because I was worried that this color wasn't going to really pop on the gray, but it's just that subtle vaporous looking because it's from the hookah, from the caterpillar. And it's nice little vapor because if you think about it, you know, when you see smoke, it's not super thick and it's not like, unless, you know, depending on where you are, but it is just very subtle and it stands out, you know, it doesn't really stand out, but it does. And so I was really happy about how that turned out. So again, that's Alice by RETM. Out of print. Hard to find. Put her away. And I keep all of her flosses in a Floss Buddy by Karina at Bags Plus. This is a Doctor Who one, but I didn't count the number of this one, but they're super handy. She's got one that's huge, that's like a book. She has one that Michelle has that is hanging off of her door that's a full set that, you know, can fit a full set. She has little flips that are nice. I have a flip because you have the storage on one side and then you can flip it and that's where you can put your pattern and your project that you're working on. So, but yeah, so I'm visiting Madame Puttyfoot's tea shop. My friends and I are getting together to do some extra credit divination. We want to practice working on our tea leaves. So that's and then I also wanted to buy some teas for my parents because they don't get out this way. And so I figured, hey, I'm going to send something home because it's the holidays. And so there we go. It's right before Christmas. So, and that's what I'm doing there. That's pretty much all the stitching I've done this week. I've done a little bit of stitching on, I don't think I brought it. No, it's I'm doing Girl State, and so for the little souvenirs for my girls and the citizens in my city, I'm going to make the ink circles I voted. I'm going to make those, so for them, and super excited. And I'm only doing half crosses because I've got 30 to make, so I've got to get on it. But I've got it all cut out. I just have to sew it out, and so I think that's going to be my car project for a little bit. I do have an ATC I'm working on that I need to get out in 2 days, so it's almost done. But Magical Stitches wise, that's what I finished. I just wanted to talk a little bit. I know a lot of people have talked about the Notre Dame fire, and but you know, it's still fresh in my mind. It's still, you know, there. It just happened on Tuesday, but or on Monday, but I was lucky enough to go on a visit there in 1994. I'll try and remember to insert some pictures. I was able to go with a group called People to People Student Ambassadors, and we spent time on that trip. We spent time in DC, we spent time in France, we spent time in Germany and Spain, and Switzerland. So it was really fun. It was amazing. Met a lot of really cool people there, and I remember walking into Notre Dame and feeling just the majesty and amazingness of it, and you know, so very grateful that, you know, they were able to rescue the relics. They were able to rescue art. They were, you know, nobody was really hurt. But that the structure is still there, that the stone structure that had survived, and that was the thing that shocked me, you know, this thing survived World War II, you know, World War I, and, you know, to see it just burn like that, and it was heartbreaking, but lots of miracles came out of it. I'm not Catholic myself, but I have a few Catholic friends, and I honor that. I honor Notre Dame as a place of worship, as a place of history, as a place of, you know, a museum, basically. And especially this week, where it is the Holy Week for Christian faith, and for also those who are Jewish, with it being Passover. It's hard, and especially when that is a place of worship that you go to worship, and to have it not there. So I'm just excited that they're going to rebuild it, and that I hope they just honor and keep the old architecture, and you know, you can throw modern twists in there, but keep the old, keep the bones. So keep what made it majestic and beautiful to begin with. So anyway, that's my soapbox. But so back to stitchy related stuff. Sorry. Angie, the hibernation stitcher. I love you, Angie. She's down in Missouri. She's super awesome. I was catching up watching her, and she has this fantastic idea of turning Halloween at Hawkrun Hollow into a book. So she has selected different fabrics for each of the panels, and you know, because things are like 90 by 90, and if you look at it as a panel, it's really like kind of, what's the word, intimidating. It's super intimidating. And so the fact that she's taking those little bite-sized pieces is amazing. And then like doing a little flip book, and I was like, ooh, I might do, if I ever get shorts at Hawkrun Hollow, that's the one I want to do. If I have you know, that's a fantastic idea. So I like that idea, Angie. And I told her about it. I was like, I might steal that idea for shores. And she's like, oh, that's cool. Can't wait to see what you come up with. But I don't even own shores yet, so it's on the wish list. Speaking of, let's see here. Sorry, I've got Girl State stuff going on too. Speaking of Flosstube, I also watched Megan the Wide-Eyed Stitcher. I watched her last week and loved her Flosstube. It was really amazing. She's got some really awesome projects. A very calming, peaceful voice. So, you know, if you're looking for very calm, and you know, it's a nice change from, you know, kind of hustle and bustle. So not that, you know, because I'm the hustle and bustle, so it's nice to have a change. And then another local Flosstuber, she's down in the Provo area, Utah County area, is Megan, and her channel name is Megan B Stitchin'. And she's a geek. I love her. I met her at Heinzelman's down in Provo for a stitch-in, and she's just amazing. She has mirabilias, she has geeky stuff, fantasy stuff. I'm kind of wearing this shirt in honor of her. This is my FanX shirt, because she gets to go FanX, and I don't get to go FanX because it's expensive when you want to go how we want to go, and don't have time to do the volunteer thing to get in for free. So it goes. But I'm super excited for her. She did her first Flosstube. She's amazing. She did a really good job. So welcome, Megan, and go give her some love. So yeah, there was 2 Megans there. And then I've been living under a bit of a rock, and I've known who this person is for a while because everybody talks about her. It's Cheryl McKinney, Tranquil Stitches. She actually commented on one of my videos, and I was like, oh my gosh. And so went and caught up on her last couple Flosstubes. She just recently celebrated her 2-year Flosstube anniversary, so congratulations, Cheryl. She's in West Virginia, I believe. Same area as Amy Loves Toads. And Donna Ray. And speaking of Donna Ray, she also has celebrated her first Flosstube anniversary, so congratulations, Donna Ray. She's amazing. I love seeing her, what she stitches on, and then how she just educates us on bees, and that was really cool. I loved it. So, and I think that was it for all the stitching that happened. Got a little bit of haul. It's gonna be a short one today. My mom was cleaning out the basement and she found this little guy that either she stitched for me or I stitched, I can't remember, but it's obviously old because, you know, that's younger child writing. That's not how I write now, and of course, you know, cute little things, but so this cute little bear hugs are in, it says. This little hoop finish. But yeah, there's some 1980s cross stitch for you. Throwback is, hey, it's Throwback Thursday. There you go. I got for my exchange for the ATC group on Instagram. This was stitched by Randy, and I love it. It's the theme was bling. This was from March, and it's so cool. I love the font. I love the crown. My last name's King, so it kind of fits. And Shelly KX Stitch said, use it as a name tag when you go to retreats. I was like, that is a fantastic idea. Except for my Acorns and Threads retreat, of course, because I have a reusable tag for that. Thanks, Jolyn. So got that. I got my Floss of the Month Club from Juliet Optical Stitches. And if you are able to, run, don't walk, and go get you some of Julie's flosses in her Floss of the Month Club. We didn't have color and cotton this month, and that's totally fine. Totally fine. But we got a lot of fun colors. I'll start with I had these organized, but you know, that's what life is. There was a curveball at you. Go. So, we got a couple of them here. This is the Classic Color Works. And the funny thing is I have an extra skein of this now because I needed Zach Black for the Hands-On Design Apothecary. So I've got Really Tealy and Zach Black. Whoa! And everything just decided to go flying into the garbage. That's fantastic. Thundercloud. Really like that gray. That would have been good for my little vapor stuff. Harvest Pumpkin, which I love this peachy orange color. It's not like super strong. And I like this one. This is Sweetest Heart. It's kind of a mulberry. And then our Ship's Manor. Our Dried Mint and Lavender Parasol. This is the Dried Mint and Lavender Parasol. And then for our weeks, I love, love, love this one. This is Glacial Melt. It's this gorgeous kind of turquoisey blue, but not like super bright. And Wisteria, which, you know, in my mind, Wisteria is more purpley, but maybe this is like just the vine instead of just the flower, like the climbing part. And then Sweetheart Rose, which I think I have this one, but it is still really super pretty. Kind of a little bit of pinky purple mauvey in there. So got that. And then Artist Design Amanda May, she released a new pattern and I just had to get this. I actually kind of have those pom-poms to finish it. That's kind of funny. Hold please. Ugh, that I got in an exchange. Yeah, those are really close. That's funny. I'll show it to you in a second. So it's called Tend Your Garden. And I'll link her channel below where she talks about it. But if you're not following Amanda May, go follow Amanda May. She is amazing. Ardith Designs. Or Ardith Design. And she's just amazing. She's super sweet. She lives out in Maryland. And you can kind of see through the back of that. I apologize, but it just kind of talks about cross stitch. So there's nothing to show. But so she took tend, the word tend, and separated it out. So it's transcend, enrich, nurture, and dream. And then she also has tend right there. And the colors, this is a bad printing from my printer that's running out of ink, but that's okay. But it is gorgeous. It's beautiful. So go check her out. And the pattern wasn't bad. It was like $6.99. But yeah, look at that. Those pom-poms. Amanda May, look! I've got pom-poms to finish it. So, and I think I was looking through my fabrics that are my stuff that I need to put away. And there is a color in cotton that I think will go really well. She's got a DMC conversion on there, but some of it is DMC, some of it is, let me look real quick. Hold please. Oh, right here. Moss green, cranberry pink, or hibiscus. And I thought this one would be really pretty. This is Dahlia. I'm thinking of using that instead of the cranberry pink. So, kind of pretty. Purple, dark purple, or Victorian motto, shop shades of violet. Another, oh, her Putty orange and her banana pants yellow are in this as well, so that's really fun. But then other DMC colors, so she has the conversions to it as well. But yeah, go get you some Amanda May, some Art of Design. It is gorgeous. I'm super excited. And I think that's actually it today. Like I said, I've got some Girl State stuff I've got to work on. Got applications coming in, girls being divided into cities. We've got orientations going on starting next week. Actually, I think we had one this week. But super excited for June and the chance to be with 300 of the brightest and best girls that the state of Utah has to offer, and to help them reach their goals, and to help them, you know, if they are interested political wise, if they're interested just to see how government works, or to, you know, become more patriotic, or, you know, if they're there because they were, you know, kind of forced to be there. There are people that get that, I went to Girl State, and so you're going to go to Girl State type of thing. So, but it helps girls find their voice. It helps these amazing young women find their voice, and they leave so much better than they came. And some of these girls go on to, we've got a returning counselor who worked for one of our senators. And so one of our returning official, not officials, but she was a returning official. She was our governor 3 years ago, and she just finished 2 years working at one of our congressman's office in Washington, D.C. as an intern. So, you know, these amazing, amazing women, and to be a part of their life. And go see Julie Gulf Coast Stitches. Her daughter Sarah also went to Florida Girl State, and the amazing things that they do there. So I hope you all have a great week. If you have any questions, let me know. Leave them in the comments below. I link to everything. Any Flosstubers I talk about, I put up in the top, and then the ones that I watch are, if you scroll down a little bit, there's a list, and it's a huge list. Oh, speaking of lists, Stitching Jules has compiled a blog post of over 300 YouTubers, Flosstubers. And it keeps growing because they're, you know, we get new Flosstubers all the time. So that's a really good place to go and see if, you know, and she's marked ones that are under 500. She's, because a lot of times the YouTube algorithm, it will, you know, pull up those ones who've been around for a while, which is totally fine because we love them. Or else they wouldn't still be around making videos. But there are some, you know, smaller channels that need a little bit of love, and especially if they're new, and it's hard. It's a hard thing to kind of put yourself out there and put yourself, you know, out on the web. So it can be scary at times. Oh, and Snug Harbor Crafts Retreat is in October. It is that weekend. It's unfortunately the same weekend as Midwest, but you know, you got to do what you can do. And it is October. Let me look at my notes here. I believe it's the 17th, 18th, and 19th. So either that or it's the 18th, 19th, and 20th. I don't think it's the 20th though. So, but they will have more information. Deb's been sick this week, so they don't have a Flosstube video out yet. So hopefully we'll hear more in the coming weeks. Get better soon, Deb. We love you. Kef passed her tests, so we're super excited about that. Hi, Kef. Way to go. And I think with that, I will leave you. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful day. And see you later. Bye.